Welcome to Fringe Central. We're here for the launch of Made in Scotland Showcase this year. Once again, the showcase is just this extraordinary celebration of Scottish arts and culture. And it's our opportunity within the creative cacophony that is the Fringe to carve out a little piece of Scotland in all of that and to really take the opportunity to put Scottish work for a moment in time front and centre, in front of the audiences, in front of the massive number of industry people who come to Edinburgh to shop for work, to tour and take around the world. And so it's our opportunity to fly the Scottish flag a little bit and to put the word out there about this amazing art that we've got. Edinburgh this time of year really does become the United Nations of the arts. And it's the one place in the world where countries converge to celebrate the joy and the uplifting power of the arts and of creativity. We have just over 71 countries represented on our program, and many of those are marshaled into about 20 different international showcase events, which are structured events to position and showcase particular countries and to turn the spotlight onto them. As I have said on other platforms, and no one's slapped me with the salmon yet, but I would argue that creativity is Scotland's finest export. It is the creative jewel in our crown that gives us a conversation to have on the world stage. It opens doors, it helps to explain who we are as a country to new friends and to old friends.
I'm Tom Campbell. I've got a trio, Tom Campbell Trio, and we've been doing the Made in Scotland kind of showcase, which basically involves us coming to do performances, meet a lot of delegates from different places, and kind of form connections to help us grow as a band. I think kind of forming those connections, I think when you're starting off, like a while back, for example, I would email so many festivals, so many kind of venues to try and get gigs, and you would get very little back from that. But I think with Made in Scotland, you get the opportunity to meet a lot of these kind of music professionals within the industry that then can kind of help you form those relationships personally, and it kind of gives you a real head start to try and get out there a bit more. Once you do the Made in Scotland showcase, you then get access to the Onward Touring Fund. So, for example, if we were wanting to go on a tour in Germany, but that was the first time we were going there, and we could only get so much kind of financial benefits from that, maybe the gig fees were small, we could get the Onward Touring Fund, which would allow us to kind of get help with like expenses, maybe flights, accommodation, which could allow us to go to other countries and spread our kind of music out, which would be a huge benefit. I've grown up, my whole family are extremely musical. I've spent the last 10 years in Glasgow, which has an amazing music scene. It's like for traditional music, jazz, indie music, so many, the kind of electronic music, and there's loads to offer. I think a lot of the time it's quite hard to push out for a lot of artists in Scotland, and it's a real kind of benefit to have Scotland to help with that.
I think artists need support generally, and we know that that's a global thing, and we know that artists will always be crying out for more support and are deserving of more support to take their work on the road and to get it seen and visible. But I think the importance of Scottish culture as part of soft power, a part of presenting Scotland on the world stage, I think can never be underestimated.